A very good morning to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Nagarajan Vetrivel sir, and all the professors for joining us today. It gives me immense pleasure to briefly introduce Dr. Nagarajan Vetrivel sir for this today's session. Nagarajan sir is a highly accomplished civil engineering professional and academic leader with over 2 decades of experience in teaching, research, academic governance, and in institutional leadership across national and international universities. He holds an outstanding academic record with a diploma in civil engineering, BE from PSG College of Technology, MTech from prestigious Indian Institute of Technology Madras, and a PhD from Anna University Chennai. In addition, he has successfully completed an advanced certification in data science and artificial intelligence from IIT Madras, reflecting his strong commitment to integrating emerging technologies into engineering education. Currently, Vetrivel sir serves as a school dean, Institute of Technology, School of Water Resource Engineering at Zigzigay University, Ethiopia, where he plays a vital role in academic planning, research leadership, international collaborations, faculty development, and institutional growth. His leadership has significantly contributed to curriculum modernization, research funding initiatives, global partnerships, and promotion for innovation driven education. Prior to this, Dr. Vetrivel sir has served in several key academic and administrative positions in reputed institutions such as MVJ College of Engineering, Kupam Engineering College, and Sona College of Technology, where he held responsibilities include HOD, Chairman of Board of Studies, Chairman of Board of Examiners, Deputy Controller of Examinations, Placement Coordination, LMS Coordinator, and NAC, NBA, NIRF, and Autonomous Accreditation Lead. His contributions have been instrumental in achieving institutional excellence, quality assurance, and student success. Dr. Nagarajan sir is a renowned researcher, mentor with numerous publications in reputed journals indexed in Scopus and Web of Science, several patents granted and published, and sponsored research projects focusing on AI driven rainfall prediction, groundwater modeling, climate change, and sustainable water resource management. He is also a recipient of multiple prestigious awards, including Best Teacher Award, Best Role Model Award, Best Research Article Award, and recognition as a state rank holder, reflecting his excellence in teaching, research, and mentorship. Beyond academics and research, Dr. Vetrivel sir is widely respected as a motivational speaker, gate coaching expert, FDP resource person, and trainer, have delivered numerous national and international lectures, workshops, and FDPs on topics ranging from AI in research and publications, academic leadership, outcome based education, accreditation process, and to emerging technologies in engineering. On behalf of our management, principal, and HODs, I request Dr. Vetrivel sir to today's session. Thank you for joining us, sir, and good to go over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, sir. We once again welcome you, sir. And
Thank you.
my warm welcome to all the professors joining us today. Have a good
Yeah.
session.
Yeah. Good morning to everybody. I am Dr. Vetrivel here. I am Associate Professor, Jigjiga University. I am holding a position Dean for the school, Water Resources Engineering. Hope I am audible to everybody.
Yes, sir, you're audible.
I hope the screen is visible to everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, it is visible.
Today is a very good topic given to me. I would like to thank the management, the coordinators, organizers, the supporting staffs, and the participants, professors, research scholars, and those who are in the wedge of doing or starting the research work. I am very thankful to everybody to be a part of this faculty development program. Especially, I am very interested in talking about AI tools in education. So far, I have given many talks to the people, to the trainers about the AI application in different areas, especially related to publications, article writing, how to develop a systematic and scientific write ups on the findings. So, hopefully, this session is going to be very good, interesting to you because my delivery is not only related to the context, also related to the hands on training. So, whenever if you find any kind of questions or any clarification, you always welcome to interact. Possibly at the maximum limit, I can answer you in the chat, or else you can contact me later also. So, with a small welcoming note, I would like to start the session today. That is AI in research, scholarly writing, and especially for the proposal write up and development. So, basically, as a researcher, I'll start from the basic, like researcher level. Of course, the many of the researchers don't know how to start the research, or after they starting the research, they don't know where to they have to proceed, and when they proceed, where they can collect the information, what is the accuracy level, what is the development aspect, how to go with my methodology, how can I go with the different data collection methods, how can I go with the analyzing tools, whether my systematic and scientific related analysis is good or not. So many questions will write. After that, once the result being done, either in the form of analytical, software oriented, it may be a qualitative or quantitative measures, but the results is going to give some measurement about 10 to 20 percentage improvement from the previous research approximately. But what happens when we write this information in the form of research article? The many researchers are getting struggles. They can able to do better in analytical aspect and laboratory related aspect, but they don't know how to brought into a documentation, the scholarly write-ups. When there is a struggling or there is a challenges, they can able to write by using additional support. It may be a software, or it may be additional skilled person, or it may be any other resources. But nowadays, I can tell you, the artificial intelligence, it is one of the assistant, research assistant, technical assistant, scientific assistant. It can provide a moral and ethical and scientific evidence to satisfy ourselves. So this AI will help us to improve and come across the different difficulties that we are facing. By keeping that into mind, I'm just to go ahead with the today's session. So the today's session, I am planning to go with the content delivery for the today. Just I'm going to give introduction to artificial intelligence. Many of you know about what is artificial intelligence, how it is work, what is the limitation. I'm not going to touch all these things. I'm just going to give you a very good understanding and how this AI going to helpful for our research and how it is going to useful for our publications and how to use those artificial intelligence tools which is available, readily available, and I can use it for the literature survey, research gap analysis, how to make my citation, how to understand my knowledge related to plagiarism, also the AI content, also how can I use this for writing a scientific research article, drafting a proposal. It may be a funding proposal, or it may be a literacy proposals, or it can go for some scientific proposals. So how I'm effectively going to use this AI? So these are the content we must know before understanding or before going to use artificial intelligence, especially in the field of academic, exclusively in the field of research and development. So my content is going to cover a simple aspect of the introduction part and its application part. Moreover, I'm planning to provide you a hands-on training. You can join with me and I can tell you how to do, how to use the website, what are the ways we can have, what are tools are associated, each and every tools, how to utilize, how to use it, and how to draw the different solutions or results until our satisfaction. So that is what the advantage in the AI. Hope I am clear to everybody. In case any doubts or you want any clarification, I'm always welcome to answer your queries and questions. Hope it is clear to everybody. I want some response from the chat so that I can easily have a interactive view of. Thank you. Thank you, Bhavyashri ma'am, Sweta Subha ma'am. Nice. So let me start with the session on the introduction to artificial intelligence and research. Basically, what is meant by the research? What is meant by publications? What is meant by artificial intelligence? It's all a advanced level of understanding, doing, publishing the informations in the different field of specializations. So let me start with understanding what is artificial intelligence is. The AI is mainly built for the augmentation, which means it will help us to enhance our skill, it support our own knowledge, and it extend our own understanding implementation, and it will inbuilt and emphasize, amplify our human capabilities. Many other people thinking that AI is built for the replacement. Actually, it is not for the replacement, it is only for the augmentation. So what we can do? We have to increase our ability by using these AI tools, by advancing these AI tools, by utilizing these AI tools. Instead of I'm asking why will AI going to replace me? No. We can ask instead, how can I boost? How can I enhance my speed of? How can I enhance my effectiveness? How can I enhance my the potential of doing my research, doing my work, doing my any kind of scientific related analysis. So this is my small introduction. What I want to tell you here is many people are thinking AI is the future. It's not so. What I'm saying, it is a present. What we have to do, we have to start using it. If you not start using it today, tomorrow is the question for us. So we have to use the AI today and work today, train today, and train the AI so that we can shape our tomorrow without any struggles. Why I'm saying this, the different fields being implemented, around 12 fields I have mentioned here, but more than this, it is there in the market. But number of AI tools progression from the 2024 to 26, you can see is predominantly high. Why I'm saying this is, in 2024, we can see nearly 3,400 tools being implemented are in AI related. In 2025, it was increased to more than 3,800 tools being developed. In 2026, unimaginably, the things are moving more than 4,600 tools. As we know, AI is the tool, but the advancement, the development which is happening in AI tool is predominantly in high rate. Not only this, more so many sectors, design sectors, security sectors, healthcare, customer support, even language system, linguistic systems, computer machineries, machine learning, robotics. So we can bring so many implementation, so many improvements, so many advancement being done in different fields. So there's a challenging. The abrupt development, abrupt change will result in high level of accuracy. So why I'm saying is you can see some example here. The AI tool contributors by different companies. You can see the categories like natural language processing to the design aspect. It's predominantly in high rate of development, especially the companies like Google, Google Valley, Microsoft, IBM, Amazon, especially three exclusive companies I can tell you that is Google, Microsoft, and IBM. They are competing each other. More than 100% of the field have been already touched and developed by these companies. Only they left with robotic and content creations. Because already enough content being, trillions of contents already being done. That is what our LLM is going to use, large language model. So this model being already used by AI tools. The content creation is already it is there enough to take some information. Also, we can create some content from the already existing contents. So only it is required these special applications. The Google, Microsoft, IBM, they were being the part of the AI tool contributors for the world in the maximum limit. What I have shown the star, it's all like a provision is there for us to improve in this field. Example for the Hugging Face, IBM is looking for content creators. And you can see for the design aspects, IBM looking for design aspects, codings. So anybody wish to start their own AI tool related to design aspect under the IBM sectors, you're always welcome. Similarly, robotic process automation being done in Google. They're waiting, Microsoft and Google. So I request if anybody willing to do the AI tool related to these sectors, especially under the branding of Google and Microsoft. So I'm coming to the main important point on introduction about artificial intelligence. In reality, I'm saying the current AI is outdated one. You may get shocked by asking or listening to this. The AI being started in 1957, in 1980, 1990, it was well developed. The implementation we come to know in the 2020 because of the ChatGPT, because of the Gemini. But I'm telling you, the current AI, what we are using, it is outdated one. It's very old technology. So what is the lacking here? The cognitive domain being not being implemented with this AI, existing AI. So now the research, now the implementation, many of the sectors, many of the companies, they were invested and doing the research with AGI. Now we are moving to add the cognitive domain to the artificial intelligence. Not only that, you may come to know that there is a quantum AI which is going to connect and it's going to predominantly tremendous result, betterment of AI. Actually, quantum is a hardware and AI is a software. Not only that, now we need to get ready for ASI. What is ASI? Artificial super intelligence. It is beyond the imagination of the human. Our AGI will equal to the humanoid mind. But ASI is beyond the human mind, unimaginable way it will function. So as you know, we must use AI to get into move to the AGI and get ready for the AI, which is super intelligent. So this is my small introduction about the artificial intelligence. These are the different tools I would like to introduce to you. These tools are mainly useful for our research aspect, writing an article, writing a simple content for a standard in the form of standards operating procedures, or in the form of you can go for writing a small article in the newspaper, journal paper, or a book, chapters, or simple standard procedures. or Indian Standard Core, any other code. So what way these tools are going to useful? Where we are lacking as a human writing a research content, it has a massive information. From the massive information, we have to by filter into a different bulletin points. From the bulletin points, we have to identify the required and appropriate content by using the mind-storming process. It takes a long duration of time, but with AI tools, we can do it in a minutes, we can do it in a seconds. The accuracy, the literacy, the grammatical background, the accuracy of the information will be always ensured in every scrutinization process. Like a size space, it's very much useful for literature survey, comparing the articles, data extraction. You can do paraphrasing. Many features are there in size space. Elicit, it's one of the very good tool to structured literature survey, structuring the articles, especially research articles. You can use Elicite. As we know, Gemini, it's a LLM, large language model. It has it's a big library of information. DALL-E is used to go for the image production. PyTorch, it's one of the AI programming that we are using. GPT-0, it's helps us to reduce the plagiarism. Enago read, gravity right, it's a very good compared to size space and gravity right. Elicite, these are the very good tools for us to write the contents. Scholarship, I hope you know what is Grok 3. This is also similar to a ChatGPT. Small CET tools, it's related to the plagiarism. Paraphrases, originality.ai, perplexity, OpenAI, Sora. In addition to that, we have so many tools. I just filtered into the required tools for the research perspective. So let me start with content. I think I have given a small introduction about artificial intelligence, and we are moving to AGI. Then we are ready for ASI. So AI, AGI, ASI is going to come, but still, if we are not implementing AI in our life, then there's a big question for us to move forward. So my humble request, we have to go with AI tools in a high rate of practitionization in our normal life, especially in the research life. So I have given a small introduction about AI. Now we are moving to the introduction about research. Any questions you can ask me?
Sir Vetrial, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello, sir. There is one
Yes.
question in the
Yeah.
chat bot. Madam is asking, Bhavani, madam is asking, what are the arrows indicates in the previous slide, I think.
Okay. I'll go to the previous slide and I will
Not
explain.
previous, just see what are the arrows indicated. They're just asking some question in the chat bot. In the chat.
These arrows?
Yeah, might be, I think.
Okay.
At 10:30 he has posted, sir.
Okay, maybe this is the arrows.
Might be, sir, yes.
Yeah. So this arrows indicates the maximum contribution by the different sectors. Among the 14 sectors, companies, you can see the Google, Microsoft, they are mainly focused on healthcare. Why I am insisting this healthcare, I can tell you. Before that, you can see IBM. IBM predominantly, they were computer vision, machine learning, data analysis. The IBM is predominantly, this area indicates these three fields: computer vision, machine learning platform, data analytics. And Google, you can see there is a possibility for you to involve, or you can go for any research related robotic process and automation or any content creation. The Google brand is ready to recognize us. Why I'm mentioning this healthcare? It's related to the AGI. Healthcare is the very emerging field in the research. Why I'm saying is, nowadays, if any person is sick, the person cannot able to take, the person need of medicine, any medications, it may be of tablet or tonic. We used to go to the doctor and we are getting the prescription, and we are going to the general medicine and we are getting the medicine for our cure. But in future, I can tell you, AGI, it is not going to give you the general information. This AGI is going to give a person to person, the medication is going to change. Paracetamol, I don't want to mention the name, but just for the example, I'm saying any medicine, any drugs, it's not going to be common for all the human in future. AGI going to give a molecular level analysis, and it will give the different treatment process for different persons. That is a huge demand is happening in healthcare. That's why I want to highlight these arrows, especially this healthcare, Microsoft and IBM and Linux Foundation. Majority of the universities like MIT, Stanford, UC Berkeley, all the universities all involved in AI research to give molecular level AI personalized based healthcare center. AI based personalized healthcare center, which means every human have their own medication process instead of general medications. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir, clear.
Yeah. Our ChatGPT is a LLM model. It's a large language model. I think other than that, I am not getting any information. Any doubt, you can text me. I can answer each and every content being delivered. No problem. What is large language model is, for example, if you are going to the library, we are taking one book and we are reading. But what the ChatGPT has is, why I'm saying ChatGPT is like LLM model. In nearly 10,000, 15,000 books, it's already readily available in that particular AI. If you ask one question, it will refer the 10,000 to 20,000 books and it will give the information to us. That's called large language model. I hope it is clear. So this chart GPT or GPT related things are, yeah, generally it will give you the text related. We are giving the text, it will give the text. Like that we have this, it's like so many AIs are available, like a music, image interpretation, voice over, text conversation. Even when you, if you use any email, when you start texting it, the next text is predicted. Neural network based, ANN based. So this is like a fuzzy logic. All these things are background. The programming is also inbuilt with that. Okay. Thank you for your response. Now, I hope I can move to the next topic. I will discuss this size space, Elisite, Gemini, and Gravity Ride one by one detailing in the later session. First, I'm giving the introduction about the different aspect associated in our today's session. Okay. So in the research, what I'm going to discuss is those who are researchers, those who are starting the research now, are already in the verge of completing the research, or already professors, associate professors, yeah, the combination of the team, or any industrial persons. I just want to clarify you. The meaning of the research, it's very simple. Just search again, that's it. Or investigate thoroughly. As an academician, I can tell you, we always do the research. At the end, after the conclusion, we used to have a recommendation for the further studies. Why? Because the real research, what it says, only 10 to 15% improvement from the previous research. Then only it is called research. If I bring it a new invention, the invention must have some positioning on the past to continue in the present research. That's why we need a systematic, organized, and scientific process. This will come only by identifying the problem, collecting the relevant data, and the method of analyzing the data, because the collected data cannot be 100% accurate. What we had to do, we had to scrutinize the data, we had to normalize the data, we had to transform the data, we have to consolidate the data so that the error get minimized, so that the best fitting of my data is going to utilized for my analysis. Again, the analysis have so many methods because it has a input, modulation, model development, analysis, interpretation, and we are getting some result in terms of tables, drawing, chart, and everything. And this should be communicated to the different people. Many of the research is not being communicated to many people in the form of publications. That is the lacuna for the research aspect. So the research is not only collecting the information, it involves a critical thinking, originality, validation of the knowledge. Sharing should be there. Then only we can say it's a research. So many people define the research. I don't want to go much detail into that. Just I can highlight important. Whenever Bush is focused on knowledge creation and technological application, he's a director of United States Office of Scientific Research and Development. He's saying research is agriculture. The Whenever is saying this is a systematic investigation. But the Norman E. Borlaug is saying that research is in agriculture is called a scientific method to develop or improve the crop cultivation like that. The person Donald E. Knorr, he's called father of analytic of algorithm. He's the person created the latex typesetting system. He's saying research is the process of discovering some new algorithm, structure, or a theory. Similarly, there is a geologist. He's relating to the earth process, earth systems. So each and every field has its own definition of research, but it has to follow some generalized form that I can give you. A research, a systematic process to create new knowledge or solve a problem by only asking questions, collecting, analyzing the evidence, and drawing justified conclusions. So this has to be fulfilled for any research. Whenever we do some research, we have to focus on whether my research is start with the questions or not. Research is not answering the problem. First, you should ask the question whether my answer is suitable for the problem or not. Then based on that question, you can start collecting the analysis and make a evidence, make a result and justify it. Yes, based on this. That's why whenever we start any research, first you should write research questions. Your objective is clear, your specific objective is clear. First, you should write what is your research questions. The research questions will tell us what data I have to collect, what method I have to do, what analysis I need to carry out, what evidence I need to brought, and to justify my answers, whether it is good or bad to my question or not. Those things we can able to do that. So based on the characteristics I can define, the findings must be systematic, reliable, valid, credible, and acceptable. I just go through a little bit fast because these things you already aware of it. I just want to refresh because those things are important when I'm going to use an AI tool. The systematic, logical, empirical, objective, replicable. This is very, very important. Replicable, most of the people we are missing, I can tell you. The replicable shows the other research can repeat it under similar condition and obtain the comparable result. Many of the research we are starting very well. We are doing well planning, every step-by-step procedure we are doing. Experimentally, we are doing all the laboratory investigations. We are bringing the real world data. But I can tell you finally what happened is the next person who cannot able to touch the project, they cannot able to continue the research, which means the condition in which the similar research cannot able to proceed means there is a flacino is there in the research aspect. So we have to think about it. We have to do that. For that, there is a challenges. I'm not saying there is no challenge. There is a challenges. For that purpose, I can tell you this AI to going to use us. Useful for us to do this, the replicable possibility. Generally, what kind of knowledge we are getting from this? Theoretical, practical, we are getting. But I can tell you one more thing, policy knowledge. Many of the researchers, we are giving a conclusion, recommendation, and we are giving the possible solutions, but we are missed to give the policies. The evidence is collected from recognized organizations or a body or are collected from the real world data. And what is the problem of creating the guidelines and policies for this? Because some regulation and policies must be developed from the result so that the new methodology will come for the future improvement. Otherwise, it won't come. Based on this, I can tell you the main objective of the research is very important, that is called SMART objectives. Specific, that means it should concise to the problem identified. It should be measurable. It's not only related to observable, it should be measurable, quantifiable. And it must be achievable by everybody. Today I am doing some research. Tomorrow one person is coming to the same procedural, but he is not getting the same result, which means the result which I got, it is wrong. It is not realistic. It is not achievable. The what result I am getting, it should be relevant to my question. It is relevant to my research question, research problem. The statement of the problem must be well defined so that I'll get the relevant result. Otherwise, there is no necessity. Even the result can be a failure result, but it should be relevant to my research problem. Finally, time bound, it's very important. So the general objectives you know already, but I want to emphasize that the SMART objectives are very, very important for the research. You know this, there is a 6, generally 4, but I defined it into 6 for your easiness. Basic fundamental researches, applied researches are there. It's all based on the purpose, approach, and method. Basic research, it's only knowledge without immediate application if I want to do any research and giving the result. Applied research, I had to go with some practical problems. I had to collect the data. I had to orient the problem and find a possible solution, best solution. Based on that, I can make a policies, standard operating procedures, different charts of organizations. Those things I can able to do that. So this is like basic research and applied research is a differs. Similarly, you know that experimental research involved manipulation of one or more variables. You have to have a boundary. You have to have a control system. You have to have a different people, group of people experimentally involved and finding the different relationships. We have to see like the performance analysis, how it is going to carry out by using the experimental research. Qualitative research, it's like it's a non-numerical data. I can go for interview, I can go for brainstorming session, I can go for group discussion, I can go for observation. For example, today I'm going to implement AI tools for the learning for the researchers all over the world. Then I had to get the students' feedback, how the training was, how the tool was, whether you have a very good knowledge on how to practicing it, what is the accuracy level, what confidence makes you to do this. Right? So those are the qualitative measures. And quantitative research, it's related to the parameters, different parameters. You are doing different survey, experimental questionnaires. It's like a numerical and measurable data. So these are different research methods, but mixed method research, I can tell you, it will help you to for any journal publications because it has a better validation of the result and deep understanding of the concept because you have a qualitative as well as quantitative approach. It strengthens your result of any problem finding. It consists of so many surveys, interviews, data, laboratory, academic write-up, backgrounds, history. So many things will be associated. So the mixed method is always best for us to publish in the journal papers. So this is the six. Still, we have so many derived type of researches, more than 50 to 60, but I don't want to tell those things. I don't want to discuss now. These six fundamental, it's very important for you to understand the research perspective. Hope I am clear. Any questions? Else I can go to the publications. I can make sure that everybody understood what I'm saying. I think then
Yes, sir.
it's good. Hope you know what is AI, you know what is research. Now I'm going to tell you what is the publication is. You may be wondered why I'm talking about publication. After this, you come to know why I'm saying this. The publications, what it shows actually. What big mistake the researcher is doing nowadays is they are not documenting the output of the research and they are not ready to share with the others. Because the research must be understood by the researcher. The research must be understood by the manufacturer. The research must be understood by the layman. Because the researcher is doing the research for what purpose? The person is doing the research for what? We want to help the layman. We want to help the people. We want to give the solutions to the identified problems, to the emerging problems, the timely need solutions for the problems. So when the researcher is doing the research and bringing the solution, which is not shared to the others, which means the work, the deliberation is done by the research aspect is completely invalidated. So what's my humble request? The publication is very, very important in terms of any kind of it. I can tell you so many types of publication is available. People are thinking that the publication is only related to research articles. It's not so. The research articles, it's one form of publications, magazines, books, newspaper writings, even weekly publications. I think we have a different chapters. I hope that every department, every colleges, every university has their own souvenirs of the journals during the conference proceedings. It's a publications. But not only that, weekly publication you can do. Department-wise articles, journals, department journals you can publish. Weekly publication you can publish. Even we can have a joint research publication, you can do that. You can make us different standards. I can show you the different types of publications. What we know is, we know only original research article. Short communication letters, even that is called as a peer-reviewed academic research. You know that? Short communication letter. Today you are finding something. You are writing a letter to the principal, to the chancellor or vice chancellor or a research dean or someone. You are writing a letter stating from your letterhead that I am writing the research aspect. I found this based on my research observations. That a short communication will give you deliberately a solution to the big issues. Even protocol papers, registered reports. Other than that, you know everything. But I can tell you this is all related to only academic and research. But I can tell you so many things are there in industrial and manufacturing outputs. You know, there is a standard and codes are there. It was written 100 years, 150 years before. There is a modification. There's an affirmation is coming. But I can tell you still there is a possibility of writing the technical reports, internal and public R&D related. field trials related, pilot result related, white papers, it's predominantly using in industries, product data sheets, technical data sheets, safety data sheets. During the corona time, we used to say we used to have a safety data sheet, safety marking, safety signing, safety direction, safety standard operating procedures, right? The quality records, the operation procedures. These are the things also a publications I'm telling you. You know the patents, you know the regulatory submissions. These are the things or types of publication available. So don't only focus on the research article, conference paper, book chapters, thesis like that. In addition to that, we have so many applications in industry oriented also. But what as a researcher must keep it in our mind is choosing the right combinations. Choosing the right combination of the information. What is that actually? You know that very well. That is TRL level, technology readiness level. So what is the technology readiness level? Previously, the person want to start in any research, you have to go with the basic research, conceptual, conceptualization, validation, and proof of concept. That is the maximum limit it was there. That is only conceptual stage. But I can tell you, more than that, there is a level is there up to TRL 5 to TRL 9. That's what we are emphasizing nowadays in any research. We have to focus on the minimum of TRL 4. Why? Because up to TRL 3, AI is ready to take care of you. So we don't need to waste our time mainly on the TRL 1 to TRL 3, which means the AI is supporting us. It will boost, enhance our speed of understanding first 3 level at 10x speed. So what my humble request here is, the basic research, concept background, conceptual validation. Even TRL3 required some laboratory investigation, I can tell you. But as a scientist, as a regulatory monitors, I can tell you this TRL3 with the laboratory studies or previous studies already carried out, where the modeling is already available. Through the modeling, we can draw the attention, we can draw the data, and we can verify, cross-verify it. But TRL level, it's a field trials. TRL level 4, TRL 5, TRL 6. Even TRL 4, you can see it's a proof of concept. For proof of concept, we need to have a prototype, pilot model. We have to have some technical report based on the result, functionality. Because TRL 5, it's related to validating in the relevant environment. What it means, if I found any vaccination, how can I validate? I have to call the volunteers, yes, to check the validation of my invention. Similarly, if I found any difficulties, any problem, I found some machines, I have to validate. So I should know the environment in which I need to validate it. And TRL 6 is related to finalizing the prototype. TRL 7, TRL 8, it's all like the extreme end of development stage. Functionality, error minimization, small scale production, large scale production. It's all coming under TRL 8 and TRL 9. It's all manufacturing, shelling. So the basic research is starting at TRL 1 and ending at TRL 9, that is mass production. So if you want to start a research, previously we were stopped up to TRL 3. Now it is not necessary because AI itself taking care of TRL 1, TRL 2, TRL 3. So as a human, as a researcher, as an academician, our responsibility started from the TRL 4 because enough literatures, enough data is already available with us. For that, we can use AI. So this is the advantage for us. So we can only focus on the application, standard operating procedure, qualitative measures, standards. So this is how the understanding on how the publications is going to help by keeping into different steps. I hope it is clear. Any questions or any clarification you want?
It's clear, sir. I understood.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the response. I'm moving to the
Yes,
next
sir.
segment of my talk. So I hope you understood what is AI, what is research, what is publication, what is the importance of this TRL level. Now I'm moving to the scientific writing. What is scientific writing? The scientific writing have a structures you know very well: title, abstract, introduction, methodology, result, discussion, conclusion, references. You know all this very well. But what I am emphasizing is the logical structure must be followed. Logical structure must be followed. It has to give the clarity, accuracy, objectivity. And what my small advice or small request as a researcher, what the researcher intended to study and why. You have to answer this question. A strong research topic clearly answer what it is about, why it is important, where it is applied, and how it will be studied. If you have an answer for this small 4 action verbs, we can easily understand, or we can easily start and easily we can end the research in precise and well-defined manner. So the starting research and research publications, we always make the systematic study of existing research. It may be a theory or a gap or different analysis and research design. You know that major resources for literature review and all for write the research article. You know that Scopus, Web of Science, IEEE, Science Direct and Spinges and other peer reviews where we can even cross references, DOGI. But what my request is a thorough literatures, if you do, it will give you the original, relevant, and methodologically sound information about your research. Most of the time, the literature lacking will result in duplication of results and irrelevant of data and unhealthy, unstrengthened methodological procedures may result with if you not do literature review properly. And the literature review has much time involvement, but what we can do is we can focus the research statement or problem statement, and we can use artificial AI support, and we can do this process still more faster. I can give you the demo, the literature review that is called Size Space AI tool is there. I can give the demo here along with your hands-on practice, so that also you can able to see how to do this literature survey, how to cite, how to make a very good deep analysis to avoid this duplication and irrelevant informations of it. So based on this literature review, you know that we have to find the research gap. From the research gap, we can find the questions remain unanswered, you have to find. Any contradictory, inconsistent results are there, or any new data, new region, or new boundary, or new context you are going to involve. And based on the limitation or further study, which is based on the already past existing studies, or any new technologies came now, we want to implement that and improve the result of prediction from the previous research. So these are the different gaps you can identify. So the frame the research objective, it is relevant, feasible, logic, observable, and unambiguous. It's very, very important, unambiguous. So directly identify the research gap. This objective must clearly tell the problem statement. It should be measurable, achievable, and clear. All these things already you know this objective, how to write. So my focus is on these two papers. So I can divide it into two structures. One is IMRDC, another one is ISAC. You know, IMRDC, it's introduction, method, result, discussion, and conclusion. Sometimes they say IMR, DAC, and conclusion like that. ISAC structure, it's called introduction, summary of research, analysis, and conclusion. This IMRDC structure is best suitable for research paper, and ISCC structure is best suitable for review paper. Why I'm saying is, because in the research paper, we had to find the new data, some experiment method, and some result. We had to get some appropriate charts, tables will get. We had to do some analysis, and we had to choose some method, formula. We had to make some result discussion. And based on that, we had to conclude from the each and every progression, each and every step, methodology carried out. Add some new knowledge, insight into the field. But it is not so in the review paper. The review paper, you can go for the summarization of analyzed data, synthesis of existing research. It will be called as a state of art of the research. Comprehensive overview of the existing study. And it will give the critical evaluation inside the topic or inside the analysis that you're carrying out. Not only that, the usefulness, we can see the maximum people are using this review paper to cite because it has a large number of references. But it is not so in the research paper. It is typically have a very less number of citation, moderate number, because it is specific to some specific study, a specific field, specific area. Research paper shorter than the review paper. Research paper, original research content or data which is collected from the previous study, but in review paper, it's a summarization. It has a lot of connective information of so many published works. So the commanding sections are very high in research paper, and it is very, very comparable in review papers. So how can I start with research? You already have an idea about it. I just quickly go through this so that I can further move fast. So what is my humble request? How to write a research paper? I can give as academic institution what I'm doing, what we are planned here is, we are going to form a team of professor, associate professor, and assistant professor. And we are dividing them based on their specialization. And we are providing the facility in terms of laboratory, software, or any kind of data sources. Then we are making experimental theoretical studies. And we start the research progression every weekly basis and reviewing the updation of informations. Based on that, we are started writing or getting the result and start writing the research proposals or papers related to the investigation being carried out. The beauty of the research paper, I can tell you, the standard procedure is followed 250 to 300 words, summary of the research, introduction, what is the procedure, how much it is there, materials. I think you know about this, but I can tell in detail in the next table, but it's only a glimpse. You can understand the beauty of research paper associated. 6 different steps. Finding to achieve the objective list of material, experiment, tools, and instrument must be there in the materials and method. Reliability of the experiment also must be there in the materials and method. Beauty of the review paper, only 4. You can see beauty of the research paper is 6 sections. And beauty of the review paper is 4 segment, only 4 sections. I can tell you the AI will support to prepare the review paper in a very short duration compared to the research paper, because research paper involves not only research gap identification, it also has a lot of material collection, data collection, experimental tools, tackles, instrumentation, reliability analysis, all these things will be there. But it is not so in review paper. Only thing you have to check the interpreted design, interpreted analysis, literature reviews must be very strong. You should have a theme. You should start with the central theme and go with literature review of the themes and interpret the results, analyze the content, and summarize the analysis and interpretation. Not only that, it has to give the future scope for the direction of the because direction of the research, so that you have a very good citation for your paper. Citations, of course, you are using different softwares. Nowadays in MS Word itself have a very good citation procedures. Only it is very simplest form. But olden days we used to have a Zotero and a Mendeley. So the quality of the publication will get improved by using the AI technology. So how to start the research? As I told you, identify the research problem by asking the questions, read review papers by using AI, experiment and finding the better solution by using the laboratory or any analytical method, make an interpretation ready and ready for the publications. So this all, whatever I said, it is known to you. Most of the people known to you, but it's my simple review on that. So just I'll continue the next part, that is scientific writing format. How to write scientific writing format? IMR AD format. As I told, introduction, methodology, result, and discussion. This is the table will tell you the clear what to be included in title, what should not be included in the title. Everything is discussing here. The title concise. Most of the time I cannot able to find the relationship between the objective, specific objective, to the title of the any research. See, the title must be concise description of the research focus. That is, it should merge with your objective. It merge with your specific objective, your scope. Even your conclusion should have some relationship. The Q1, Q2 journal criteria have a different guidelines we have to follow, especially Web of Science and Scopus. They have very good guidelines about what is title, what is abstract, what is keywords, what is introduction, what to be there. In methodology, the transparency, reproducibility, methodological rigor, everything should be there. Like that, we have some. The result also objective presentation of finding. Most of the researchers, the objective is different, results are different. Your result is known as outcome of your objectives. Your objective is known as research questions. The research question is asked at the beginning. That means the question must be answered at the end based on the result and the discussion. So the interpretation of the result must have a strong context on addressing strongly the analytical depth and the theoretical integration what you built at the beginning of the research paper. Especially in the conclusion, it should give the insightful, concise contribution focused on your objectives and research questions. Because it is a complete synthesized study outcomes. So we must have the link findings to objective, so that the conclusion must be a mere answer, reflection of our objective. And based on the method, based on the result and discussion, we can give some limitations or further scope, further research direction. And different format they were followed in the references section, APA, American Psychology, the APA format, or they can go for IEEE format. They have different Vancouver format is there. Different reference managers followed by different softwares. Even MS Office, we have so many methods. I can show you once the hands-on is started. I hope I can move fast a little bit. There's one more slide related to this, that is components, what not to follow. I hope it's self-explanatory, but I'll emphasize important point. In introduction, don't go for excessive historic background. Nowadays, research journals, they don't want more than 5 years reference, If you cite more than 10 years reference, that means your research literatures, it's not properly structured. Maximum 5 years is sufficient because the fast track research being already implemented. The methods don't bring missing parameter, missing result discussion like that. And results avoid repeated result. One table, if you specifically given the results, second table, you are giving additional result, it's not required. In the same table, same figure, you have to restrict the level of repetition of information. In conclusion, we should not bring any new ideology. Because you already your ideology, your identification of problem, everything is done at the beginning. Your conclusion must be the answer for it. You should not go on like overstating the conclusion that I can do like this, you can do like that. There is no overstated conclusion. Also, it should not be like rewritten of the abstract. Abstract is totally different. Abstract is a combination of three: objective, methods, findings. But conclusion is only result, what you found. References as per the style of the particular journal and overall structures. So I hope I have given a small review on different content related to our artificial intelligence research, publications, and especially the research articles, review article and research articles, the formats. I hope I am clear to you all. If you have any questions, you can ask me before going to the AI in publications. Am I continue? This is a very interesting session. This is the main core of this presentation now. That is AI in publication. I want your 100% attention and interactive for this session. Hope I can get it. Now I'm moving to AI in publications, research articles, research write-ups, everything. Not only that, we can use this for proposals, write-ups, and everything. What are the challenges we are facing while writing the research proposal or a funding proposals, articles? How AI is going to help us? What is our two major challenges? Can you tell me in the chat? What are the challenges? Any one or two, fine for me. Any one or two, just type it in the chat box. No challenges you are facing? Very nice, very nice. I got a very good Professor Jensi given very good AI detection and plagiarism. Any other changes? Any other challenges you are having? Okay. Now I am taking this AI detection and plagiarism. So as a research writer, we are facing, whenever we are writing some article, we have so many struggles, First, identifying a strong novel research gap, it needs more time. I'm not saying it is not possible. Literature is a huge, and we may miss some key papers or repeated old ideas. It has a lot of problem. I understood that. Similarly, writing a compelling problem statement. So I collected some 10 to 20 journal papers, how to compile, how to get the data, how to compile into single paragraph. I'm getting struggles. I have a lot of challenges. Defining a clear and realistic aim and objective. It is not often for everybody, but it is like a challenging one. Many of the people with a short time. Designing the feasible methodology and timeline. Literature review, it's a overload because to literature survey itself, people are spending months of time to collect the data. Sometimes paper may be available, sometimes paper may not be available. Relevant paper you may be lack, and you cannot draw the information from them. Citation management, it's a formatting issue. So ultimately, if you talk about the time is the main problem, and the source and the supportive assistance. So this AI will help you in all the three. AI will reduce the timing. AI will support you as an assistant, research assistant. Also, it will give you the very good statement understanding. But our main problem is not this. When we are creating the content, but our main problem is plagiarism and AI content. Of course, sir, I am using AI assistant, but what happens? Of course, sir, I am writing, I am using the previous journals, previous research reports. Nowadays, the plagiarism identifier, like a Turnitin, for example, they are identifying the plagiarism based on what? Based on the already published records, already published reports. But the new era, AI is supporting us to remove the plagiarism because the GPT, what it will do? It is a generative pre-trained transformer. Charting, Chat GPT, if you take, it is charting with what? Generative pre-trained transforming, which means whatever you text now, it will give some information. After 1 hour, if you type the same question, you'll get the another form of result, but the same meaning. Meaning is same, but content is changing. So what AI is doing is it is transforming every time, which means it is plagiarism free. One problem is solved. But what is the another problem is AI content. Sir, I'm using the content AI. Plagiarism is removed, but AI is coming. What I can do? I can tell you there is a wonderful opportunity that AI is help us to remove the AI content. So here two advantages. One is the AI help us to remove the plagiarism. Also, AI is help us to remove the AI content. So there's a two advantages. This is what I want to emphasize here. So I can create the content by size space, ChatGPT, Elicit, or Gravity like that. I'm just giving example. While I'm creating the content by AI, it become AI content. Of course, plagiarism will be removed. Less than the permissible limit, less than the criteria set by the different organizations. And AI content is also help us to remove the AI percentage of a particular contents. So the paraphrases, small C tool, size space, Higgs AI, Stealthworth, LLM humanizer, originality AI, GPT-0. These are things are helping us to remove the AI content. I'll show you so that you can understand very simple way. Are you able to follow me what I'm saying? So AI is supporting to develop the content which is plagiarism free. Also, AI is supporting us to remove how AI. So I can show you the example. I can show you the example here so you can see. I can give some examples. This is called gravity, right? Instead of showing here, I can show in the I hope the screen is visible to everybody. Just I open the websites, use some time. So I think you are able to see my screen. I just typed the gravity, right? I'm just writing the size space in the Google search. I can get the size space at the beginning, and I can show you LLM humanizer. Okay. It may cannot come because of you. Okay. LLM humanizer. Yeah. This is a LLM humanizer. And I can go for stealth word, stealth right. Just stealth right. I just opening. Okay. Turn it in. Just opening all the tools so that you can. I hope I am audible. I'm just opening all the required websites. So just once it is ready, so I can easily. It's fine. Very nice. Okay. It's not coming. Can go for Grok. Okay. Right. Okay. Grok chart. Anything else? Right. Size space. Right. Yeah. Now it's ready. So now I can share screen. Yes. Right. So I hope you can see there is a gravity, right? Right. This is a LLM humanizer. If possible, you can open in your laptop also, any computer system. LLM humanizer and Stealthworth. Just you can make a login by using your any Gmail email. It's possible. You know that AI has some subscription or limitation of frequency usage. Free version is always available. Just already I have a login, so some credentials. So this is L&M Humanizer. This is Steelworth, and this is Size Space. I hope the screen is visible to everybody. And this is Grok. You know, it's another form of ChatGPT LLM system. You know, this is ChatGPT, well known to you. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, it's very simple. So I'm going to create the content. Okay. So this size space, I'll come little bit detailing. Before that, I can make some like well-known sources. ChatGPT I can take into consideration now. Just if anybody have a title, you can give me a title, or else I can type my own title. Anything is fine for me. Anybody have any titles to do some research now? We'll do that. Any titles you want me to? Is it PPT is visible now? Now PPT I am not using. I'm directly using the website actually.
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah.
Sir, we got some.
Data aggregation in WSN. Can I have a titles at least some seven, 8? Just now I told you title must have 10 to 15 words, right? Huh? Corrosion means what study? Data aggregation means what you are planning. Some titles, sir. Okay, can I take this numerical analysis on centrifugal casting for AI CU alive?
Yes,
Don't
sir.
mistake me. I will randomly choosing. I'm not specifically. I'm not choosing. I'm just randomly choosing. One more topic also came. No problem. Just to do what I'm doing. Just do it. Okay. So now I am moving to the websites where I can do the. Okay. So what? So whenever you do the AI, you should know what is meant by prompting and reverse prompting or de-prompting. Sometimes you know this. Prompting means I have to give a concise. So far we given no what is meant by abstract. Abstract means prompted as what? It has to justify the objective. It has to certify the materials and method. It has to certify the tools. It has to certify the findings. And it has to justify the future. So these 5 key must be there. Like that, when you write objective or abstract, we have some prompting. It has to satisfy some 4 to 5 criteria. Similarly, in ChatGPT also, it has to be prompted in such a way that it should understand, because AI nowadays, the AI is not a cognitive domain. Whatever you ask, it will give the answer, whether it know or not. Whatever is there in the 10,000 library LLM, just it will bring it back. That's it. So what is the problem here is you cannot identify, or you cannot able to ensure the information that you got from the AI is 100% correct, because AI will not take responsibility. Who is responsible for the answer given by ChatGPT? Who is responsible for the answer given by scientific calculator? If scientific calculator I'm using the code and using the formula, getting some result, I'm writing the result into the paper. Who is responsible for that result? I cannot blame on the scientific calculator. I should own my responsibility that what result I have written, that is correct or not. So AI is also like this now. Nowadays, AI is similar like our scientific calculator. AI will never own the responsibility because it is the only responsive, text responsive. It merely chat with us, giving some information what it knows, what it not knows, what it has. So the information whatever I'm going to use in AI, I am the only responsible person. So I should know how extend, how best, how way, which way I can use this AI, and I should own the responsibility whatever the result is given by the ChatGPT. That's why they're saying ChatGPT, we have to prompt it. So for the title, I'm going to create write an abstract for 150 words on numerical analysis alloy, okay, by mentioning the aim, objectives, tools, materials, methods, expected findings, because I cannot say findings because I don't know what is found because I have not done anything. Findings and further scope with keywords. So of minimum is 5, maximum 7. So I can give minimum 5. So this is called prompting. Just I can make a enter. It will write. See, it will write my abstract, 150 words, and it will give the justifications. The study aim to perform. So we may be very happy. So it clearly written, the study aim to perform a numeric analysis of centrifugal casting of for CU alloy to evaluate the influence of process parameters on solidification behavior and defect formations. The primary objective includes, so it will clearly given the method, the objectives, and what are the tools it is used, finite element method, computational fluid dynamics. Also it give the expected findings includes improved mechanical property, refined grain, and also the study provides the scope also for the further research. So it combination of all the prompt which I already stated. So whenever I give a command or prompt to the AI, I should always verify if I am not happy with the content, I can add furthermore. Suppose I'm not happy with this substrate, then I have to command it. Because AI must be commanded, AI should not be followed. I'm telling you, AI must be commanded. It should not be followed blindly. So I can write, I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. You can ask me, sir, this is not a prompt. Of course, it is not a prompt. Instead, I can write improve on materials and methods. Or if I know any specific method, I can input here so that it will increase little bit. See what happened is it will explain to me the material considered as. Previously, it is not so specifically mentioned here, but now it is mentioning the specific materials, methods. So it creating some more extra paragraph. This is the problem with the ChatGPT, you know. The ChatGPT will give answer by giving more data. But it is beyond the content. You can see the words which is associated with the previous content, the words which is associated with the present content is totally different. It is enlarged now. So what I can prompt, I want in 150 words. So this is how I had to fine tune the ChatGPT until my satisfaction, So I'm telling you, you should command the AI rather than following the AI. I hope you got an idea how I'm using this ChatGPT. I think you can create a chart, image, everything you can do. But now first I'm focusing. As a researchers, we have a two problem. One is plagiarism, another one is AI content. The plagiarism, now it is removed. Why? Because the content is created by AI alone. We'll check it out. This is the content. I'm going to the size space. In size space, there is an option for me. There is a AI detector. I think you can able to see there is a AI detector. Just I'm clicking the AI detector. See in this AI detector, it will detect ChatGPT, Quillbot, Jasper, AI plus human, everything. Just I am pasting it. I copied this content, the newly generated content. to the AI detector. I am analyzing the detector. You can see how much percent. Can you tell me how much percent?
100, sir.
100%. Of course, it is 100%. Why? Because we are using ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
But I can tell you plagiarism will be zero. Plagiarism will be zero. Why it is plagiarism zero? Because it is completely written by AI. Our challenging is removing this AI content. For that purpose, we can use this steel writer or LLM humanizer. For example, if I take steel writer, there is a humanizer option is there. Just click the humanizer. Just go to top down and let's start. I'm pasting the same content here. Now I am asking this humanizer, there is a level scale. You can see this is the improvement which is happened for humanizing the content up to 4.66 mini. Others are paid version. Whenever there is a paid version, pro version is there, it's a paid version. And the level of balanced. I will tell you what is this level of balanced after checking this. Okay. So we can have up to 10 level. Why I'm keeping 8 level, I'll tell you later. So just I'm keeping the level of 8 and I'm making the humanize the content. It will check my security verification as whether I'm a human or like that. Just I'm humanizing it. So you can see human written is 63%, AI generated is 38%. The content is came here. I can copy this content now. I can go back to same AI detector in size space. I can select the content and paste the new content which I generated through. See how much percent now?
4,
Can
sir.
you, previously it was
100.
now it is 4%. Imagine.
Good.
So what it means that the removal of plagiarism, removal of AI is not a challenging nowadays for the researcher. That is what I want to tell you. What is the challenging here is, am I doing this abstract properly or not? I have mentioned some value, 4.5 weight percentage of CU ally, the methods, findings, whether it is a realistic, whether am I doing the research ethics, whether I am following this, that I have to focus. So this is the main important. So your problem is very easily solved. If you have two tools of humanizer and AI content creators, so you can do wonders. So this is what I'm telling you. So you have a problem. So the content creators, easy. The content creator itself AI, then plagiarism is 100% removed. When plagiarism removes, I have one more headache, that is AI content, but AI itself helping us to remove AI content. Now I have told you why I set the level as 8. For the level 8, it brought 100% to 4%. If I put level 10, what happens? Your 4% become 0%. Your 4% become 0%. I can tell you in the reality, if you want to do a research, you cannot say plagiarism is 0%, AI content is 0%. Why? Because this research which I'm carried out, it has a citations. It is a projection of the previous research. So I cannot say that I don't have a plagiarism, I don't have AI content. So what we have to see is, we have to check our main important thing is, we have to check our research ethical things. That's what I told you. We have to focus on the TRL 3 and TRL 4, here TRL 1 and TRL 2. 100% is taken care by AI. So we in a position to go with the application and proof of the concept. I hope it is clear to everybody. Any questions? All are welcome. The gravity right. What gravity right is doing? The gravity right is helpful to create. I can write blog writers. I can do social media, writing up, content, news write-ups, website builders, different resources. We can make these are the things from gravity right. What's the advantage of gravity right is it will give you direct content. AI also it will be removed. Content AI content free. It is there. AI text humanizer is there. AI website builders are there in the gravity. What LLM humanizer will do? This will help us to remove the AI content. What Steel Right will do? It is just now I given a demo. It will remove the AI content. What the size space will do? It will predict the AI content, extract the data from the research paper, it will do the paraphrasing, it will do the research literature review, it will write AI content, it will generate the notebook, it creates the library. So it has a lot of advantages. Not only that, by using this size space, I can convert into latex format. I'll come to the latex format in a short time fall. So it is the typewriting of a research article. I'll come to the point in very short time. So this is the gravity right will help us website builders. The size space, as I told you, is a very good tool. I can tell you, search through millions of papers, let us a personalized library, extract the informations, and we can ask the questions by uploading the paper. It gives the generating of AI, everything. So I can show the demo of a size space now. This is the front page, fast research. I think I got one more title. I can use the title. This is the tools related to size. I can show in the demo. Instead of showing the PowerPoint, I can show in the demo. Okay. This is called literature survey. So, sorry, it's coming now. Very size space, yes. So hope I am clear to everybody. You need a break? No problem. You can take break. I hope the
Yes, sir. By 12:15 we can join again. We'll take a short break.
okay 12:15 we can come back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay. Okay,
Thank
no
you.
problem. In meantime, any questions there, you can type it in the chat. I can give answer after the break. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Professor. How is going?
Hello, sir. Hello. Yes, sir. We can start the
Yeah,
session.
you can start the session. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome back once again.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry. So what time we are closing, ma'am?
Sir, sir, by 1 o'clock.
Okay, okay. Then I'll quickly.
Yes.
Okay. So we were discussed on.
Size space, sir, for black check.
Is it my? I hope the. Okay. So now what we are going to do is we are going to uh, do some literature survey by using the size space. I hope we got one another topic. What is the topic? I forget. I think we got the topic dynamic cold formed steel composite construction. Shall I take the topic? Okay. So in the size space, I hope the slides visible. Sorry, the screen is visible to everybody.
Yes, sir. It's
Okay. Now in the size space, there is an option called AI writer. So in the home, you can see how can I help with your research. I can copy paste cold formed steel composite construction. Once if I given, it give me some options. cold formed steel composite construction methods, construction appliance, design guidelines. Suppose if I type construction methods, then if I upload, it gives me a, a agent running phenomena. Through that, I can get complete information about it. You can able to see the outputs. See, are able to see the outputs here? So as a researcher, what I will do, I'll take some topic and I want to do some literature survey. Either I can go into the Google search engine or any other web search engine. I can just type it and I can see the paper and I can download the paper. For example, if I want to do some, what I do, I'll go to Google search something, right? Make some comma PDF so that I can get some papers. So cold frame, steel construction, research articles. It's a subject name actually. Research. Okay, so some paper. I don't know the paper details, but security check is required. Okay. I can directly download from this. No problem. So I can just download the paper and I can read the paper from the starting of the content, from the abstract, from the method. Otherwise, I can try it in the journal finding also. For example, this is the international conference paper. They written that abstract. They give an introduction. So I have to go through this and I have to understand and I have to make my own notes. But it is not. This is not become obsolete. Why? Because see, I just typed the content. So you can able to see it given me a complete literature survey, design constellation standard chart. So you can see that the cold form steel composite construction. What is the type of composition system and structure behavior advancement? And it given me, this is the complete, see, it given 5 options. First option is it given complete information and it with literature. I think one of the, sorry, one of the message I received in the chat box that we need to know, excuse me, the journal paper citations. You can see that all the references are came. You can see here, all the references are came here. The second formation, you can see the relevant literatures. You can see around 71 papers being shortlisted based on this title. And it is recently done, 20, 24, 25, 15. You can see. What is the advantage here is I can maximize this content. Now, how we usually read the paper? We'll download the paper. One paper we used to completely read. Formula, abstract, everything we used to write, right? But in the size space, what I can do is I can do at a stretch, I can compare the result because when a researcher, we don't want to read the entire paper. What we focused on is first we read the abstract. From the abstract, what are the things we come to know? Objective, method and methodologies, softwares, and the findings, and the further scope. So when I get this 5 information, when I able to read abstract of so many papers and I can compare means, I can do the process very soon, very less time consumption. I can able to compare. So for example, this paper flexible, you can see the flexure behavior of the ferro cement coal formed hollow steel composite beam. It has some relevance because of the command which we are given, prompt we are given. It given some abstract. Suppose if I mainly focus on the result alone, I have a columns. You can see there is a columns. You can see there's a lot of columns are available. That means I can compare the conclusion, I can compare the summarized abstract, I can compare the result, I can compare the introduction, I can compare the method, I can compare the literatures, I can compare the limitations like this. For example, if I want to have only research gap, so once if I click here, I can see only the research gap relevant to that prompt that I given. It will sort it out and give it to me. You can see it is doing almost ready. Just sharpening the details, connecting the final dots before showing you. See, now it is ready now. My focus is only on research gap. You can see what is the research gap. I hope you can able to see this, right? I need some response from the chat because it's very important. Yeah. So you can see, I don't want to download the paper for this particular paper. I don't want to download. My interest is only to find the research gap. I can see the main problem addressed in the study is the local buckling of cold formed hollow section before reaching yield. So I need to check whether I am going to address this research gap or not. Instead of reading the abstract, I can read only the gap of different papers. So based on the research gap identified by the different papers, 71 papers, I can choose my own literatures without much difficulty, without reading the entire paper. Imagine the time savings. Imagine the time savings. This is how the AI is supporting us. I hope it is interesting. Am I right? Not only that, I can do so many columns. Suppose if I am interested only in conclusion, just click the conclusion. It will give me the conclusion of the particular paper. So you can read only conclusion. So comparatively, which is best fit to my gap analysis or a required conclusion, or I need to have further scope continuation, I can choose my literature by comparing its different properties. From the introduction to, you can see the column have research gap as well as conclusion. I can read all the conclusion. I don't want to read the entire paper. By reading the conclusion, I can compare. Based on that, the suitability of the paper will be identified. And I can use it for my research. Not only that, your ready reference, you can see the first from the literature is already given to us. You can see the ready reference is already given to you. You no need to prepare, no need to type. See here, your references are already available. See, this is the second segment of paper, 19 papers. This is third segment of papers. It's around 100 papers. This is fourth segment of papers. So 100 papers, 100 plus 100 plus 19 plus 71. Imagine it is 390 papers you are referring at a time. It's interesting, am I right? So for one title, I can tell you, you can read more than 300 papers and comparing, and you can choose your own suitable reference within a 30 minutes of time. You no need of 3 months, 6 months, 1 year of time to go for the literature survey, and readily reference is already available for you. So that is a great help by the AI. You no need to go much into that. No need to spend much time. And I can tell you, this AI will help me. See, I can upload the file. What is upload the file? For example, recently I think I have shown on paper on, where is that? Yeah, this paper, am I right? I am going to download this paper. Okay, I'm keep it in composite. Okay, let it be in the download. What I'm doing is I'm not interested in finding from the database. What I can do, I have a paper, but I don't have a time to read the paper, but I want to extract the important messages or information only. What I can do, just to select the paper, upload the paper here. Now I can ask any questions from this PDF. I can ask like a chat GPT. like a ChatGPT, Google Gemini. I can ask about what is the method used for the analysis. If I ask from the PDF, it will refer me and give me the answers to me. Mere like our LLM. So this is the best advantage I can tell you. The size space, it's useful to, very much useful to prepare the literature survey. It's not only literature survey, literature comparison, reference creation, everything. The research engine, the agent, which is generated by SciSpace is huge. More than millions of papers being executed while any search engine is being run. That means if I given any prompt, it will take into millions of papers. Not only that, SciSpace, it also helps us to create the content by the AI, like a ChatGPT. See here, the SciSpace is helping to write. As you told me, how can I write, sir? I can show you. The ChatGPT will help us to write literature survey within a seconds of time. Oh, maybe some internet delay. Okay. Oh, it's blank. Okay. There's an option called AI writer. Start writing. For this, I can use the another topic. I think one more topic, I got it. I just use the topic. Oh, not getting shot. Here. The reference block, similarly, it is going to delete it. Why? I'll show you while using the word. A simple word file is enough. Simple word file is enough. Even a humanizer, LLM humanizer will reduce that AI block content which is there in the references. Don't worry about it. And I will tell you, references are not considered for the plagiarism or AI content measurement. Okay, where's the another topic I got? I think dynamic of weaving above round. Okay, mixed traffic condition. Very nice. I'll copy paste that. I think Manjunath sir, I think I already given one topic, so this I'll give for another new topic. Don't mistake me. I'll use this topic for a see. I have size space. I can copy paste a title. And now I can prompt like how I did it in the LLM, that is ChatGPT. Write a literature review with the citation and reference as per APA format for the title. So just I type, you can see the size space will give us a wonderful content related to the topic that I pasted. Related to, I think, dynamic traffic condition, right? Mixed traffic condition. See here, you have the content generated by the size space with the citation. You can see with the citation, Lee and Kip 2019. Also, you can see the references. APA format is also given. Suppose if you are not happy, I can select this content once again. I can ask the AI. I can each and every statement. I can change. See, ask AI make a longer one. Instead of shorter one, I can ask the things to make longer one. Replace selection means the selection is replaced with the content. You can see I made reference as a changed content. I can do that. For example, this paragraph I'm not happy. Then I can select, I can go to ask AI, make it simplify. Then the AI will rewrite this content. And if you are okay with this statement, replace the selection. The selection will be replaced. So this is the advantage of using the size space for literature. Not only literature survey, you can write any referenced data, referenced information by citing the different journals. I can use this AI. Is it wonderful, right? So what is here important is your AI is supporting us to develop the content. Also, it developing all the kind of support, research assistant, including the references, including the citation, including the literature survey, including the introduction part, everything. But the satisfaction, because this content I prepared, which means I am the whole and sole responsible for this content. You may ask me, this is AI generated. What I can do? I can go to Stealth Writer. I can go to LLM Humanizer so that I can convert this content into humanized content. This content into humanized content. But the content must be satisfied me because based on what? Based on my objective, based on my research question, based on my methodology, based on my findings. The statement must be very clear, very concise to my requirement because I am the whole and sole responsible for this content. So I am in a position to understand the AI will assist me on developing the content. The content is completely responsible by me. So this is how the size space is supporting us. Like this, so many AI tools are available. AI Gravity Rate, it's a wonderful tool, I can say you. Size Space is another wonderful tool, I can say you. Grok, it is one of the best, I can say you, for LLM, ChatGPT, Grok. So many AI tools are available for us to generate the content. So creating the content, plagiarism free content, AI free content, it's not a problem now. AI is assisting us in research, but how best we are using, how best we are using that assistant in a properly and ethical way so that I can make my ability enhanced to the maximum scientific output. Maximum scientific output, I want to say. So I hope it's clear to everybody. So in the size space, we have AI write-up, paraphrasing, rewriting the content. I can show you the demo for the paraphrasing also. There is a paraphraser. Suppose if you are not happy with the content, the fluency, literacy, the flow of a content is not satisfied to my level, then I can go for paraphrasing. Paraphrasing will give you very good rewriting academic content, especially related to the natural sounding systems. The tone, the sounding system of the word have a continuity and a natural. For that, I can use this free AI paraphrases. But again, this AI paraphrases is a AI content. You have to go for humanizing the things. So it's like a trial and error for you to do this process continuously. Okay. So this is what I told you, paper comparison I can do. Literatures I shown you. Paper comparison. We have a columns. We can introduce the columns. And ChatGPT, I think you know what is ChatGPT. AI tools. Small SEO tools also available. Paraphrases. Now this paraphrases is inbuilt with the size space. And the GPT-0. This is also a content like our Stealth Writer. Originality AI is also like AI checker, plagiarism checker, and a fact checker. Stealth Writer, I think I have given you the demo how to use this content. X also, it is a one type of, I think this is a very good, X also a very performing one. I can show you, go to whatever I given this, you can type just X.ai. It's also wonderful AI remover. Humanizer is there. So it's a very wonderful, this is what XAI humanizer. The every AI tool, you know that there is a frequency of usage. If it is beyond that permissive limit, 10 usages, they say interference, 10 interference, more than 10 interference, they may ask you the paid version, not a free version. And they have a renewal time of 24 hours. So after that, again, the frequency may retrieve back. So this is a human Hex AI. This is also one of the wonderful tool I can tell you. You can humanizing the content. Okay, some network issues there here, no problem. Yeah, now it's came. So this is also one of the recommended humanized AI tool for you to uh, converting AI content or zero content of AI. Okay, so I have made you a clear understanding. As a researcher, we have two problems. One is AI content, and one is plagiarism. I can tell you with plagiarism, we can remove. You can remove the AI content by using the AI tools. So far, we have discussed so far. LLM humanizer. This is also similar to what we saw the stealth writer. So I have given enough demo session for you to understand what is size space, stealth writer, and the ChatGPT. Hope I am clear. Any doubt? Any questions? Any discussions required here? If not, I'll go to the drafting by latex. Okay. So you know the basic understanding of what is meant by AI, research, publications, different types of articles. Also, AI in publication. You understood what is the significance. There is a problems of researcher. All the things we can able to sort it out. Also, we can able to easily grasp the clearance by AI content as well as plagiarism. The size space, the gravity, right? The steel writer, the LLM humanizer, the GPT zero. So many things, the drafting software, the AI removal as well as plagiarism removal softwares. Okay, tools. Now you are ready with all the research, but the research articles ready, once it is ready, all are not required the similar format of Word. They want it in a coded form that is called latex, lay texting. That's called latex. So this latex is either you can do it in the form of online as well as offline. So you can see the latex, that latex is a term, is the person who Donald Knuth is the person who's typesetting engine created and is one of the, I think already I shown his name during the definition of research. And the latex is in the form of offline as well as online. In the online, we are using overleaf. Overleaf we frequently use for the online system. And my text or and the text live, we can use our text maker. The text maker and my text are combined for the offline system. So I preferably recommend you to use offline for text maker and the overleaf. So what it will do, it will convert the document content into a wonderful the digital content in latex, pre-programmed, pre-coded with the background of the content so that the copying, plagiarism will not be there and the content will be free from ethical issues. So this is the website. You can download this text maker. I think, just you can download and you can install. Just the next person, you can able to find the location and I think you know how to do that. This is another installation, MikeText. MikeText is a pre-programmed and coded. It will support for the text maker. So without this MikeText, text maker will not function. It will not operate. So you have to install both so that it will function. If this link is not working, then you can try this link. It will work. Definitely it will work. And this is the front view of the text maker offline version. This is like it has a lot of commands, you know. It has a lot of commands, document start, document end, like how we are doing the programming in if loop, while loop, like that. Actually, it has commands, preamble, and environment. I don't want to go much into that, but I can give the demo in overleaf so that you can easily capture what it is. And there's a text studio. It is also one of the integrated environment for text, LaTeX. You can download similar way. Similarly, this is a Technic Center where you can go for another form of text center here. And this is online overleaf. I can give the demo for this. And what is the advantage I can tell you so that I can give the demo for overleaf. I think I'll just quickly go through. Can close all other work. Okay. Overleaf. Overleaf is online text editor. Okay. So what Overleaf will do is it will convert this paper into a programmed text, which is scientifically, technologically, it is very good for ready reference publications. I hope it's open. Okay. Yes. See? It's also simple login, like by using your Gmail or any mail ID, you can just log in and you can create a new project and it will come like this. See, what is the advantage of here is this overleaf. This is the structure. These are the different preamble you have to keep. Commands should be there. So you have to see the make title. You have to type the title, section introduction, and enter like that. So title you can write instead of new. So you can see the output immediately. The title of the paper as I think. Hmm. For making figure, flowchart, block diagram, we have plenty of AI tools are available. Even ChatGPT is enough. All LM1 model now it is advanced. All the AIs are inbuilt with the ChatGPT as it has a text. So we can make a block diagram, we can make a flow chart. Even at the beginning, I told you DWell is there. It's very good. Making the figures. Even you can have animation videos. Even recently, I also created an animation video, 3 minutes animation video with AI. So here by changing the title, so just you can type the title like cold framed cold formed steel. So automatically if I recompile, what happened is the title is changed as a cold formed steel. So just I can place wherever I want. Suppose if I want to have an introduction, then I can copy paste the content where I just copy pasted the content which I copy pasted there just for the thing. So I can recompile. The introduction paragraph will be ready. Like that, I can segmenting my online overleaf. Just I'm creating the latex format because most of the Q1, Q2 journal, they're requesting the latex format of the report because it is pre-coded text, which is very highly secured in scientific era. So we have to use this. The overleaf, it's very simple. You can just copy paste the content. Immediately the view will come to you so that you can able to make it. Also, there is the option for you to integrate. You can integrate with the Zotero. You can integrate with the Mendeley. These are the reference citing this. This is also possible by using this overleaf. So this is what I mainly highlighting here. So now you know how to write the paper, how to write a content. But there is a possibility. You may ask me, sir, where I can publish or where I can do. I can tell you it's a very simple. What you have to do is you have to go for the call for the paper. There is a website is called Easy Chair Smart CFE. Call for the paper. If you go to this website, I can tell you you'll get more information. easychairs.organize. I can show you so that you will get idea. Easy Chat CFP. If you go here, you can find the upcoming different conferences. What is the main advantage of is here there is a team will work on this particular paper. You can ask for your own position. Even they are asking some position call. We are doing this individual papers. Even by country, you can sort it out. The topic, formal method. So different topics related to this, it's going on. The submission date also is going on, starting date, submission deadline, where it is. Just you can contact them that they may be in the verge of completing the paper or submitting the paper or presenting the proposal. What the advantage of using this is, just you can ask if the requirement is mentioned. Then you can call and ask that I am the part of your team. I'm ready to commit. Either in terms of publishing or in terms of the articles or in terms of your proposals. Especially in the watch list, you can able to go. You have to create the login. It's a free version only. You can use this. You can get all kind of information. So this is one of the best website I can tell you to make a team partner to have a research publication and research collaboration. So this will help us select the opportunity with the close submission date, ensure that the conference proceeding. Also, it will help us to go for the part of the team. Here, more than 2 million EC chair users are available. So you can make use of this facility for CFP. And you should have an idea about what is plagiarism AI content. You know, there is a Turnitin we are using. Turnitin will help you to detect the plagiarism, academic integrity, it will be verified. Originality will be checked. Students' write-ups will be verified. And its education value also maintained by this Turnitin. So how normally we are doing is, you know, there is an option. We have in Jigjiga University, we have different classes under which students are assigned and in which assignments being posted. If any student is posted, we can identify the plagiarism and AI content also. So based on this analysis, I can able to again rewrite the content so that it will be similarity means plagiarism. Plagiarism can be removed. So this awareness you should have, and you can see the AI will give the demo version. It will give the complete details. 39% similarity means which are the websites, cited notes, missing quotation, everything will be there. That is the advantage. Similarly, the citation, as I told you, is the old version Zotero, and you can Mendeley you can use. Even normal word citation is more than sufficient. Even you can see if you take open word, I have some content as I told you, some content, I have some content. See, for example, if I go, just you can citing how to do that. Just go to reference, make a bibliography where you want to insert value after this content, just go, click it here, go to bibliography, references like this. In the style, we have APA, Chicago, you have see IEEE, all the formats are there. If I go for APA, and what I had to do, I had to add the citations. So I need to add the source of citation. For example, my paper. So Vitrivel is the author, title is biochemistry, like that. Just journal name, Journal of Modern Energy, something. Okay. And here is called say 2020, something like that, page number 129. If you already it is added, journal article, then I can click here. I can go for insert Vitrivel biomer. So it automatically added. Immediately you can see my references will be given here, citations. So this citation automatically will come. So this is a simple method where I can do the referencing. You can see the references Vitrivel Biochemistry Journal of Modern Energy, which is cited here. Vitrivel is cited here, automatically here, Biochemistry Journal of ISCHEM. So this is a simple method. By word, you can do this. Very simple. Only thing you have to create the news sources. You have to create the sources of either you can add book section, journal, article, conference proceeding, report. Anything can be added here. And you can cite it wherever you want it. Simple Word file is more than sufficient nowadays because it is updated. Previously, it was not inbuilt with the other things. That's why it is as limitations. And funding proposals, as I know, there is a 5 distinct area which we can able to do international and national wise. National wise, DSC, ICMR, CERB, UGC, CSIR, MOEFCC, DST. These are the funding agencies are there. Similarly, the same biomedical, social engineering, innovation, we have different USA, UK based interagencies are there. What specifically they're asking in the proposal is cover page, executive summary. So this is called abstract. Now we can write abstract by using AI, convert that AI into AI free content, plagiarism free content, introduction, objective, methodology, expected and deliverable outcomes, budget justification, team collaboration. These are things are just a mere notation of any standard typical guidelines given by all the funding researchers. So all the things are possible by using AI nowadays. So that is the best way I want to tell you. So this is how. So this is the expected outcome, small introduction about it. And so that's for today. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, of course, you can ask me. Almost it's just time, I know.
Sir, there is a question for any AI tool to write a patenting work, the work, patenting, sir, patent work, AI tool to write.
Of course, of course, of course. There's no specific AI because even AI is known as a LLM. It is a large language model only. It's a texting only. Any LLM can able to help you to write AI. It's not a problem. Any AI. We can use Grok, we can use ChatGPT, you can use Google Gemini. But best performance I saw in ChatGPT.
Okay, sir, thank you.
So I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the management of Jigjiga University and the Gopalan College of Engineering and Management. And thank to the staff coordinator, dedicated, contributed, and expertised. And special thanks to all my friends who invited for this the session, and appreciation to the management coordinators program organizer, participants for their fruitful collaboration and unwavering support. Your effort is not stopping today. It has to start from today. So I hope the session will be useful and interesting to you. Hope AI will come to your life also. Be ready for AGI and ASI. Thank you all once again.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing such a valuable and practical insights. It's truly beneficial for us also. Thank you so much, sir, for your time and effort.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
Okay, thank you.